Finance Secretary Benjamin E. Diokno to introduce our keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our Finance Secretary Ben Diokno. Please take your seats. Speaker Martin Romualdez, the Special Assistant to the President, Secretary Anton Lagdameo, our constant companion as we go around Pasay City Mayor Imelda Calixto Rubiano, the GSIS President and General Manager Wick Veloso, Government Service Insurance System Chairman Rodney Del Rosario Jr., fellow workers in government, partners from the private sector, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I bring to you my warmest congratulations and a message of solidarity to the entire GSIS family on this very important occasion of your 86th anniversary. It certainly feels good to be back here in this architectural masterpiece, which evokes very many memories of service of my work in the Senate. I distinctly remember we hold our year-end celebrations and sports fest actually here in the gym. Without a doubt, every single Filipino civil servant, including the President, and all the highest officials of the land are all interested and invested in the longevity and continued fiscal soundness of the GSIS. Every year that goes by, every increment that we add to the age of the GSIS, it gives us that collective sense of reassurance about our future. This is true both from the perspective of the government as an institution and in our individual capacities as public servants. At 86 years old and counting, GSIS looks and remains strong, vital, relevant, and poised for a solid and promising future ahead of it. This is thanks, of course, to the 2.5 million government employees that help maintain its viable financial position. But we also recognize those who keep its internal gears and mechanisms well-oiled and in good running, day in, day out, the entire ranks of the GSIS personnel. Through your combined efforts over the course of 8 eventful decades, you have helped build GSIS into the expansive and formidable organization that it is today. This year's theme, Sandalan, captures the core mandate of the GSIS, connoting wholesome ideas of rest, of comfort, and security for our stakeholders. Coupled with Kalidad, the dual themes convey the institution's constant touch and focus on improvement of its services to your clientele. Your efforts in digitalization and business process efficiency are all noteworthy, as they are well aligned with the administration's policy and priority of providing efficient and accessible services to the public as contained in the Philippine Development Plan. Indeed, the mandate of GSIS requires continuous processing of voluminous and cumulative data, such as members' information, government assets, actuarial science, contributions, loans, collections and payouts, investments, and market analyses. Given the demands of these complex operations, it is highly crucial that digital transformation be fully embraced, especially in this era of rapid technological advancements. And we must ensure an efficient organization, accuracy, reliability, and security of data using the state-of-the-art digital tools that are available. Although I must congratulate the GSIS at the statistic that you showed us, where only 4.6% of the business of the GSIS is done over the counter. Now, that for me would be a very, very good target for all of our agencies in government and all our departments in government down to the LGUs. And when we can say that 95% of the business of a citizen is done digitally through the internet, including that of government. GSIS, turns out, leads the way. Congratulations for that. The primary clientele itself, the Filipino civil servant, stands to great benefit from this digitalization effort. Will not only improve the delivery of services, but will boost the satisfaction, morale, and productivity of government workers. The enhanced GSIS Touch mobile application, which is being launched today, is a very good example. It allows members to apply for loans, view records, track payments, and check account status, amongst other things. But you have pushed it even further in your public service. Increasingly cognizant of your corporate citizenship, you have ventured into high-impact corporate social responsibility initiatives that leave a significant mark in our communities and make very major changes in our people's lives. These include scholarship programs for dependents of GSIS members, Adopt a School assistance programs, relevant environmental causes. For almost 2 decades, your annual art competitions have promoted Philippine fine arts and up-and-coming Filipino fine artists. A very valuable service indeed. But I highlight some of your anniversary activities that attest to GSIS's solidarity with the socio-economic agenda of the administration. You will bring the Kadiwa para sa Manggagawa store inside your premises. I think you are the first institution to do that. We are promoting Kadiwa stores nationwide because we have continually proven how these are able to help farmers, MSMEs, consumers alike. By facilitating a venue to bring them together, without additional and unnecessary barriers and costs, we are able to bring down prices and make them more competitive. Also to be launched today is the GSIS Pabahay project in Quezon City, which consists of 3 20-story modern condominium buildings. Situated on a GSIS property, this project will benefit GSIS members and their families, especially in the low-income group. As we address our housing gap in the face of rising real estate prices, innovative and cost-effective solutions are most welcome and highly commendable. So I thank the GSIS for doing so and for offering these viable options to its members to ensure that no one gets left behind. In our conscious and collective effort to make sure that no one gets left behind in our road to economic transformation, I take this opportunity to enlist the active and continuing support of the GSIS regarding a special matter. The pension system of our military and uniformed personnel is such a monumental task, with all the legal and financial setbacks that it has encountered. But we genuinely recognize that it is as important, urgent, and humanitarian as the pension system of all civilian government employees. Hence, it is imperative that we establish the most appropriate and strategic mechanism to get it functioning, or at the very least to start to lay the foundations for the system that will function in the long run. Comprehensive multi-sectoral discussions are now ongoing, and I thank GSIS for your involvement and participation because your experience and your acquired skills have been an important part of this ongoing process. With almost a century's worth of operational knowledge, GSIS has proven to be indispensable. It could be looked upon we have looked upon you for your expertise and credibility, especially in the areas of fund management, maintaining actuarial solvency, and strategic income-generating activities. With all these positive changes and developments of the GSIS over the years, It has created this wholesome identity for itself. It has become a Filipino household name and established for itself a solid reputation for trust, reliability, public service, extending well beyond your primary clientele. So as you march on, fortify this positive image in our community, pursuing it with the same vigor and diligence as you would ensure your organizational resilience and enduring financial health in the decades to come. As President, I assure you of the administration's support for all your initiatives as you better yourselves for the sake of our very diligent government workforce. Continue upholding professionalism, integrity, and service, excellence on the journey to the next century. Present and future Filipino civil servants who keep and will keep government going for the benefit of the country and the citizenry are with you on this journey towards our commonly aspired for future. Congratulations and happy 86th anniversary to the GSIS. Mabuhay ang GSIS at ang mga magigiting na kawani na ating pamahalaan. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President.